Hi witches. So today's video I wanted to be a little bit more kind of like one-on-one. I don't have a script. I just wanted to like talk to you and at you, I guess. But yeah, recently, I don't know, I've just been struggling a little bit with like imposter syndrome because like I feel like I'm a fraud all the time. I don't know what that is. I'm working on it. I feel like it's a very common thing right now. But yeah, I want this video to be like a reminder to everybody that like you are magic, right? We are, like, as human beings, have the elements within us, right? So we have like minerals in our blood. We have iron and other things, but like they're minerals, right? We have air in our lungs. We have fire in our body temperatures and our heat. And we are mostly water, and of course we all have a soul. So I know I have like all of this stuff, and like all of these trinkets are great. It's great, it's awesome. I love having them. I love trinkets. I'm a magpie, I get it. But I never want to come across, and I don't think I'm confident that I haven't, but I just want to make sure that people know that like you don't have to have all of this stuff to be a witch. Like you are enough, and you are inherently magical. So if this is the first video you're watching of me, hi. There's like 100 more, I promise, if you are interested in learning about this. But in this moment, right, no matter if you have been practicing for 2 minutes or 200 years, I believe in you, and you have the power to change things if you know you're unsatisfied with them, right? And you have the power to affect change via magic by simply existing. That is an incredible principle of this whole thing. I feel like, I don't know how to say this, but I feel like sometimes witchcraft can come across as like performative in some senses. And this is not like a call out video, but like even like myself, like I find myself like beating myself up for not practicing on a daily basis when like, you know what, like I just can't, like I can't do that right now. I work a full-time job, I do this, and I'm designing a collection. Like what, it's okay to go for like months or even years without practicing like hardcore. Like you don't have to go out and buy all sorts of books. If spirituality to you is sitting out in nature and listening to a creek like burble, and that is what gets you closer to whatever consciousness that you choose to be, or just like in general gives you spiritual fulfillment, that's beautiful. And I want to encourage that for people. I never want people to feel like they have to do things performatively if that doesn't feel like something that they should be doing. And I feel like, especially with like witches who are in the broom closet or like newer witches, it's kind of like this thing of like, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I'm just projecting this. I have no idea. But that's kind of how I felt when I first started. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not a real witch. I don't have whatever. And no one actually, I don't think anyone actually said that to me, you know, like outright, like, but, and like, maybe I'm, again, just projecting. But even right now, I don't have the capacity to have like the breadth of practice, just like based on like how much time I have in a day, you know what I mean? So I just want this to be a reminder to people that like you're valid and like you're good. I like to check in every so often and just make sure that like, you know, I never want to come off as holier than thou. I had a lot of issues with that when I was growing up, with like people talking down to me, or like especially in the church, like, oh, you'll get it when you're older. Like I never want to come across that way, and I don't know that I have, but I just want to check in and make sure that people know like, hey, I'm genuinely just a person. I'm just really excited about talking about witchcraft. You don't have to listen to anything I say or take it like, you know, 100% seriously. I don't want this to come off like I'm telling you how to practice, right? But and again, I don't think that I have. I just want to make that very clear. And I think this kind of just stems from the fact that like I've had a couple people in the last couple weeks like reach out to me and be like, will you be my mentor? And like that is just like really weird for me, because I'm like, what do you mean? Like what? I can answer questions, but like I don't have a course, right? I would like to have a course. That would be really cool actually, to like an intro to witchcraft, but I guess that's kind of what these videos are. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk about that. And just like kind of open the dialogue to like other people and see like what their experiences are. I don't know if like it's just me that like constantly needs to like prove that I'm like good enough to do things, and I just hope no one else feels that way. And I want everyone to know that like this place, like this platform and all of my platforms are like open and like safe places for like all witches, because that's like the most important thing to me, is creating that community, which is something that I just never had. I was the only person I knew who practiced witchcraft when I was in high school, and like openly was like kind of weird. So I've always kind of felt that solitude, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I don't know that I would really work too well in a coven like space. I've never tried. I'm hoping to like get some witches together like in June for Letha. I think that would be really cool. I'm like trying to organize that with a couple local witches. But yeah, I just want everyone to feel included and just know that you are inherently magic. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'm wishing you many, many blessings and all of the love and all of the light. So yeah, bye.